Well, good morning, real estate fans. Alice Lema here, broker John L. Scott in beautiful Southern Oregon with another edition of the weekly podcast. Today, we're going to talk about a report that came out from realtor.com, and it has some super exciting news about how many more homes there are for sale nationally than there were this time last year. And you're going to be shocked at the numbers. And then we're going to drill down and talk about our Southern Oregon. Before we get to that, I want to give you a quick minute to subscribe to the channel. Give us a like, give us a thumbs up, send some questions. Please share this with your friends and family if you think it'll help. And as always, call me, text me personally. We can talk about your specific real estate situation. 541-301-7980. On to the podcast. Okay, so realtor.com put this great chart out. You know, they do reports every week. So, but what's fun about this one is you can see that this time last year, actually all the way back to 2017, look at this trend. We now have 20% of our listings are active. What that means is they're not pending, they're not sold, they're available. So you can think of house hunting availability is now at a 20% mark, and we haven't seen that since before 2017. So super, super exciting. It's been a long crawl, really interesting to look at that deep dive during the shutdown and the pandemic, but we've crawled our way out. Want to make a note about what this really means is that this is a combination of people whose homes are on the market, as well as the new homes that are coming on the market, not new like new construction, although it includes that, but people who are just now listing, but also means people's houses are staying on the market longer. There's a little more days on market because you have to have that waiting to sell happen to hit these kind of numbers. So it's a combination of people waiting to sell. They didn't sell in 10 minutes, and also new people coming in the market. And thank you, everybody who put your house on the market. Standing ovation. Thank you. We still have more buyers than sellers. You know, week to week, we watch this. We're still not, in my opinion, an even market, but we're getting closer. And it's a breath of fresh air because now we feel like people who wanted to sell their house can, because they have a place to go, because now we're hitting some higher inventory marks, some inventory available marks. Yeah, yay. Okay, so that's nationally. Now locally, I want to talk about Jackson and Josephine County. That's how I'm looking at Southern Oregon right now. So Jackson County this time last year had 851 listings. Now this time this year, 1,078, 27% increase. Hold on to your hats, folks, because I'm going to tell you, Josephine County last year at 316, this year 497. That's a 57% change up. So yay, we're getting a little more breathing room. The properties are staying on the market a little bit longer, which is actually a little bit of a relief because it gives people a chance to get out and look at them, have some choices, write their offers, and try to seal the deal. If properties sell too fast, then the whole marketplace doesn't get a chance to look. So super exciting about these numbers. Also watching the back on market and the price reductions. I think in Josephine and Jackson County this week, we had something like 158 price reductions in 1 week. And so what that means, in my opinion, is that our little Southern Oregon housing market is starting to absorb and adjust to all the changes. And the changes include the huge rate increases for the interest rate, the buyers struggling to write offers in competitive situations, and then turning into now I don't qualify for that house. I have to get pre-approved. And some of these poor buyers are having to get pre-approved weekly because the changes have happened so fast. And then also we have lifestyle changes. People are not living the same way they were before the pandemic. We have a higher percentage of households that need bigger spaces. There's more multi-generational groups living together. There's more work from home. There's more homeschooling, or there's hybrids. And that changes how people want to live, and it changes how they choose a home, a property to live in. So our market has to absorb all that. And it's starting to look like that's happening. It's not pretty. It's not easy, but it is happening. And I encourage anybody who wanted to sell their home in the last few years and just didn't, you might want to think about doing it now. We're thinking the price changes are going to continue down a little bit more. Again, not looking for any kind of a crash, but as we talked in the podcast last week, deceleration of the prices, not depreciation into a crisis, but deceleration, slowing down, lowering, stabilizing, that kind of thing. So if you're a seller, this is probably the highest you're going to get. We're off our highs. We're coming down kind of like a wave, and you can look at these charts and see they're wavy, but they're wavy in a good place now. We're so happy to have all those traces. Yeah, so we'll keep watching all of this week to week and week to week and reporting back. In the meantime, if you need any help, you want to talk about your situation, just give me a call, give me a text, 541-301-7980, and we'll see what we can do. Otherwise, have a beautiful weekend, and we'll see you again next week. Bye now.